Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to those of you who might be across the land and across the pond. I am Leo Brown, here again with another intuitive insight. So, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. It really does mean a lot. And if you're not new here, then I'm just going to explain some things that you kind of already know. So, intuitive insights is basically where I just take a peek into what's going on with someone. So, it may be something in the news, it may be a celebrity, just something that piques my interest. And I've kind of debated doing this one because, hold on for just a second, I got to close something. One second, there we go. I've kind of debated doing this one because I don't, and I'll just be quite frank, I don't know a lot about these people. I really don't. I know very little. I just know that they're both um, rappers. Hold on a second, and my thing wants to be silly. One second, y'all. Give me a minute. One second. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. So, um, but I don't know very much about them. I just know that they are musicians. Well, not I shouldn't say musicians, but they're rappers. And even though rapping is a form of music, but I don't know a lot about them. And who I'm talking about is Chrisean Rock. I think that's how you pronounce her name, and the rapper Blueface. So I don't know why they've just been on my head to really discuss them. So that's what I'm here to do today. So I hope you guys enjoy this and bear with me. It might be a bit much. I don't know. We'll see. I just want to see what the Spears have to say for them. I know that they made headlines because of their domestic disputes, both on both ends of the spectrum, both with her and with him. And I know recently there was a picture of them, or a picture of him rather, where he had, I think, two black eyes. So I'm just really curious. They've just piqued my interest. Now, for those of you who would like, if you like what you see and you're enjoying my content, and say you want something of your own, you want a reading of your own or a coaching session of your own, you can log on to my website, which is psychicleader.com. Psychicleader.com. You can also follow me on various social media platforms. All the information is in the description box below. So with that being said, let's tap into it. And I'm not going to use any tools. So that means no cards, no like nothing. I'm just going to use pure intuition and just go with what I get. Okay. So just bear with me. I'm just going to try to connect to them if possible. Okay. So the first things I'm picking up three things. I'm picking up mental issues. I'm picking up a lot of rage, a lot of abandonment. I feel like this is more so with Krishan more than anything. And she projects a lot of this out onto the person that she's with. And I feel like I kind of get with I think his name is Jamil, because I'm not gonna call him Blueface, but with Jamil, I get two things. I feel like on one hand, he feels like his back is against the wall, but then on the other, I get a lot of manipulation. I feel like he has not inebriated, that's not the word. He has enabled a lot of her issues. And I feel like at one point she was really at a place where she kind of knew herself. She had her head on straight. She had some issues with her, but she was getting them under control. I get at one point, I want to say maybe 2 to 4 years ago, where she either was going to see a therapist. I'm seeing somebody like sitting down and really working on themselves. And then she meets this person And I get more so, I get that she told her story, and I get a lot of exploitation. I feel like he exploited a lot of her pain. And now that she's lashing out, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to handle it. And I also feel like there's a lot of greed within the family and around both ends of the family. Because I get money, I get things, I get her being turned on by stuff. It's not really substance, it's more of what, like, how do I put it? Like what they offer her, things like that. Um, and I also feel like she was not always this violent, but I just get, for some reason, I keep hearing the word enable, 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 enable. But I also feel like a lot of her mental issues have been hidden. You know what I mean? And now they're coming out. And I kind of get either like hospitalization coming up for her, or some sort of medication, probably in the next year or two. I get the numbers 1 and 2, so I don't know, either within the next 2 weeks or the next year, something's going to happen where it's going to force her to look at herself. And then with him, what I'm getting with Jamil is Jamil needs to really just step back, and not only step back, but he needs to grow up, because I feel like he's trying to be a father. And when I use the word father, I don't mean a father in the sense of I'm trying to guide you and support you and, be there for you and help you to be better. What I'm picking up is like almost like a pimp. Well, not almost, it is like a pimp mentality. I really get that. And I feel like he needs to step back and he needs to mature himself. And there's some things going on even within his family dynamic. Um, I'm getting like the mother, I'm getting like 3 people in his family, and they're all ready to pounce. And I feel like there's some stuff going on with him too that he needs to look at, because there's a reason these two are connected the way they are. And there's a reason that Chrisean is so territorial towards him. But I also feel like he implanted a lot of that into her head. You know what I'm saying? Like I really get, I keep seeing a woman when she was younger, and her telling her story, or like earlier in the relationship, telling her story, and I feel like he exploited that. I don't know why I get that, but I am. Um, there will be some wake up calls, because I'm seeing like something to do with the police being involved, or something with somebody. Somebody I feel like is going to end up going to jail or serving jail time. I'm getting like jewelry. I'm getting guns. I'm seeing like drug. Like there's a lot going on here. Um, and I keep seeing like a nervous breakdown too coming up. Like, and I'm gonna say that we, and when I say we, I mean like the culture that we live in. Part of it is part of this is our fault too, because when you look at like Zeus and things like that, they've exploited her as well. And then we add to it by watching it. And mind you, I've never seen the show. I've heard of the show, but I've never seen the show. But I feel like, though we could blame, it's easy to blame television and things, but often what people don't understand about television is that, especially reality TV, it is a magnifying glass for what's already there. She's had these issues for a while. This is not new. It's just that now that she has a camera, and now that she has access to said camera, i.e. Instagram and things like that, and social media, she now feels like, well, now I can really, act out. And I also feel like spiritually, there's some things going on here too, on both ends. I pick up a lot of dabbling. Um, I wouldn't necessarily call it dark arts. I don't get that, but I just get a lot of dabbling. I feel like, and I feel like it's spirituality mixed with a lot of drug use. That's what I'm picking up around me, because I keep seeing like white powder and stuff. So yeah, but I keep getting the number 2. So I feel like within the next 2 years, or either something's going to happen. There's going to be a really big wake up call for everyone in this group. And I keep seeing this woman. For me, it's almost like I'm seeing her being rushed to the hospital or lying on a gurney. I don't know. But that's what I'm picking up. So, whew, yeah, their energy is not bad. It's just intense. So that is my intuitive insight on Chrisean Rock and Jamil, also known as Blueface. Let me know what you guys think. Like, let me know, what do you think about the situation? What was you, if you were in the situation, or if you've been where they are, comment below. I would love to hear your story and get a dialogue started because I think it's important. So until next time, my sugar bears, I say to you, be learnable, be teachable, love yourself, and most of all, be you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.